Hey guys, I haven't made a video in a while, so I just figured I'd get on camera and talk to you a little bit. Not much been going on here lately. I wanted to maybe show you all a couple little apps here. And hey, ScreenFlow 2 is out. I just recently picked it up and it's really good. It gives you all the features just about that Camtasia does, and it pretty much fixes all the issues that ScreenFlow 1 had. It's really great, really more streamlined. The interface is a little more elegant, and it's a really nice application. They've done a really good job with ScreenFlow. I can't say enough about it. iSeek, I-S-E-E-K, because people ask me all the time, hey, you know, Google's great and everything, but you know, sometimes occasionally I'd like to search a different engine. And I use Safari, and there's no way of changing it in Safari, if at all. And if there is a way, it's not that easy to change it from the default Google search bar. So my suggestion is go out and get the little $15 application called iSeek. And when you fire it up, as you can see, you get this little search bar right up here in your menu bar. And you don't even have to have your browser open to use it. You just type in your search and it pulls open your default browser, and you can click here and you can change it to all these default searches. Okay, and you can go into preferences and change a lot of things. It's a really neat little app, and if you want to be able to use a different search engine than Google with your default OS X setup, then iSeek is the app for you. Really nice little app. Now another app that I've come across that's really great is an app called Corkboard. It's one word, called Corkboard, and really what it is your OS X clipboard on steroids. I copy and paste a lot, but the problem is with the stock clipboard that is supplied with OS X, you can only copy one thing to that clipboard at a time. If you copy a second item, it gets overwritten. And there are several clipboard applications on the market to let you be able to copy more than one thing to your clipboard, to be able to view what you copied to your clipboard, and yada. But the most efficient and effective one I've seen is Corkboard. Now if I fire up Corkboard, you can see it brings up a corkboard here of my clipboard. Now these are all the things I've copied and pasted from my web browser or text documents. As you can see, you can take them and move them around, and they highlight themselves purple. When you highlight one purple and hit Command C, it copies it to the clipboard for function, so you can paste it somewhere. If I want to copy this, copy that, you know, or I can go into an application and highlight this and hit Command C, fire up Corkboard, hit Command V, and it pastes it right in there, right there like that. And I can just have as many of these as I want. I can organize them how I want. Here's how it makes websites look if you copy and paste websites. And you can always have a history if you want to bring up your history of what you've been using. Really nice clipboard enhancement application. I really enjoy it. You guys, power users out there, need to check out iSeek and Corkboard. One more little free application here. I'm not sure the name of it. It's called Quiet Read. Q-U-I-E-T Read, and it's free. And all it does is you just drag and drop web pages to it, and it saves your web pages that you want to remember. It's just a handy little item. Anyway, those are a couple little apps that I really enjoyed. And I'm really looking forward to getting my new iMac i7. As you all know, I've placed my order. I ordered the 2 terabyte hard drive i7, 8 gigs of RAM. I think it's 8 gigs of RAM. So I'm really looking forward to that. Some people are saying it'll probably be mid to late November before they ship, but that's okay. I can wait. Got my Mac Pro. I'm going to keep my Mac Pro, and I'm going to take my time and change everything over with my applications. And man, I really dread it, because it's just a hassle no matter how you go about it. Because I've had this machine for 3 years. Haven't had to buy a new Mac for 3 years, unless you count my family's iMac and stuff in there. But I'm talking about for me, which means I have applications I've paid for from 3 years ago, and it's going to be tough as hell tracking down all these serial numbers. You know, I mean, I got them all somewhere, mostly in email or backed up on my hard drive or my external hard drive. I just got to track them all down, track all the apps down. Some applications aren't registered to the user, some are registered to the machine, and I hate that shit. I hate when companies register an application to a fucking machine. Register it to me, so in case I get a new machine, I can use it on that machine too, and I don't have to go about emailing you deactivating one and activating another. It's the stupidest thing I've ever heard, to tie an application to a specific machine. But it's so damn hard sometimes to get your apps that you've lost reactivated when you switch computers and stuff. But I just wish they'd ship me a damn CD with every app I buy, and that way I wouldn't have to worry about it. I just stick the CD in and it installs it and I don't have to worry about it. That's why I applaud OS X, because there's no activation codes. I haven't been hearing too much about Windows lately. I think people's not too impressed. I think some of the people that's been using it a while realize it's a dog and they're just not speaking out about it. I think here in about 8 to 16 months from now, all these Windows installs are going to start grinding to a halt, and Windows is going to start acting like it always has. Everybody's is going to run good right now because everybody's got a fresh install. Why in the world do you think they don't allow XP users to upgrade? Because they can't? Bullshit. They knew it would cause nothing but problems. So they just decided to make users have to start over so they wouldn't get all these headaches. Give it time, people. Give it time. Windows 7 is fresh right now, because I do remember Vista getting good reviews when it very first come out. And no, the Apple 27-inch display being such a good price does not show anything about its quality, because Apple would not sacrifice quality for price. They're just not that kind of company. That's why they don't make $300 bargain bin junk computers. They've probably got an extremely good deal on these panels, probably a better deal than anybody else was able to get, because think about it, if you're LG or somebody that manufactures panels, what does striking a deal with Apple mean? You know what that means? That means more than likely 80% chance your factory is going to be busy as hell all year round. You strike a deal with Apple, that means your factories are going to be busy. Period. It's almost a guarantee. So some companies are probably willing to take a little bit of a loss to get that guarantee. You know, yeah, okay, we'll take a little bit of a loss, but doing a deal with Apple guarantees that our factories are going to be busy all year. So yeah, let's take a little bit of loss and take this deal. You know, I'm just assuming, making assumptions. I don't know if it's true. You know, people say, talking about the iMac, jumping from subject to subject, trying to talk fast to get all this in 10 minutes. People say, well, the new iMac, it's a desktop i7 and possibly the desktop 4850. We're not for sure yet, but, you know, the iFixit has tore down a 27-inch 2-core, and it's the desktop processor. I mean, OS X is just more advanced than Windows from a technology standpoint, considering that they have the registry and the DLLs, and they still got to defragment and still got to deal with activation codes. Really, from a technological standpoint, OS X is way ahead of Windows. I see custom builds here and there, here and there. I've seen custom builds go as high as $1,500, $1,600 for real good custom builds. I hear people tell me, oh, I got a $350 PC that can run Crysis on the Macs. You know, they need a $350 GPU that will run Crysis on a 30-inch display on max resolution. Are you kidding me? What are y'all talking out your ass so much for? I guarantee you, over half the gamers out there, at home, high school kids, don't have a graphics card better than a 4850. I guarantee it. Yeah, there's some of you, but I guarantee the majority of these high school kids out there that like the game just go out and their parents buy them a decent desktop computer, and they don't have no better GPU in them than the Macs do. Only these hardcore gamers that customize their rigs have these big GPUs, so half the gamers that play that shit don't matter. That's what you guys don't understand. And that's what I can't get you guys to really comprehend, is because everybody on YouTube acts like they got a better graphics card than a 4850. Yeah, but the 4850 sucks as a graphics card. And every one of them say that shit, and every one of them act like they're gaming on something better. But I guarantee half of them are gaming on something less. And it just, it really, it used to make me mad, but it really makes me laugh now. So, bottom line, Macs give you more choices. How can I say that? Because they give you more software choices. I can get hardware to do anything I want. I've said it before. Bottom line, Mac or PC, I can find the system, regardless of money, with the hardware to do what I need it to do. 8-core Mac Pros, Xserves, or Dell workstations, HP workstations. You can find the hardware to do what you need it to do, regardless of price. It's the software that's the problem. It's the software sometimes that you have a hard time finding that you need to do what you want it to do. So much so, companies hire out coders and programmers to write their own specific software to do what they need it to do. Or in other words, proprietary software. And with a Mac, you can run 100% of the world's software. You can run Windows software legally or OS X software legally. With a Windows machine, you're stuck to the Windows world. Or Linux, you can't run Mac OS X stuff legally. I don't want to hear that Hackintosh bullshit. Updates, no warranty, no support. It's not the same. So basically, this video was just here to really tell you about a couple apps I like. Let you know that I'm still waiting on my iMac i7 to get here. Can't wait. As soon as we do, I'll check it out. And just to remind you that Windows 7 still sucks. Just give it time and you'll start seeing things pop up. But really, this was just an intermediary video, just to put something out there because I haven't done it in a while. Sitting around not doing anything, figured I'd make a video. See you on the flip side. OS X.